So, hello everybody. Welcome. Today we will be talking about Kingdom Animana Exotic Animal Rescue. Kingdom Animana Exotic Animal Rescue is a exotic animal rescue which my best friend Jamie works through. Actually is the coordinator of that business, but not officially the owner, but here is her site that on Facebook. I'm sorry, you the Facebook one. But this is her site. Let me get it up here. Give me 1 second. That's her page. Whoops. That's her page. She is a exotic animal rescue person. I know, it's awesome, I know. She has tortoises, see, right there, tortoise. She has Pandora, I think. That's Pandora. Right there, that's Pandora. That's the snake. She contains snakes. So she does tortoises, which I'm gonna write out quickly. Hang on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So she does tortoises, Russian tortoises, Russian. And then this is Pandora, which, let me see if I have it on this side. This is her. This is the Pandora, which that's yep. Snake. This is this is a calendar. She has a calendar that she made for people to purchase if they were interested in purchasing them. Or if not, here's that. She has birds. See, she has birds out there that are for sale. Some are, some aren't. Princess. That's Princess is his name. Got some more birds that she has at her place, at her exhibit, I guess I could say. She has, let me see what else she has here. Photos of. Give me 1 second so I can kind of get my new one up here. This is some other things. Oh, this is me right there. Here is a turtle, that she has in the area. That's the turtle she has with her. Bunch of photos. And that's what else they have of her right there. That's another part of her animal. She has these kinds of birds, which they are awesome. I like those kinds. I always wanted one like that, real one, but maybe I'll get to touch it when I'm there. Here's another bird, which you all kind of know what birds kind of look, but these are exotic birds. She does not bring anything native. She does not bring anything native. So this is all exotic. All exotic animals. all exotic. She brings in all exotics, not native. Nothing native. She all brings in just exotic. All she brings in is exotic. Things that are not in our areas. That's what all these photos are from. Don't mind that, that's not a puppy, it's something different. It looks like a puppy, but it's not. Here's her, this is Jamie right here, and then this is one of her snakes, and if you can read that. So it's really nice, I like that saying. Whoops, sorry. But here is Butterscotch. His name is Butterscotch. This is Butterscotch. I think this was the python, I think. But a lot of these animals contain from exotic. These are all exotic. There's no way there's any other type of animals except exotic. And they even have foxes. See? Exotic foxes that live outside. Sorry. Just use this tortoise like a full turtle. Look at this bird. I love that. I love that so much. I love that so much. I'm going to save that to my photo thing because I like that bird. This is the bird I like a lot right there. That's the bird I like a lot. Well, during class when I was in the class with her. And then, what else? See, she does like programming with her animals. I don't know if you guys can see it. Anne-Marie, yes, you can. There's a chance. There's some that you can buy, or there's some that she keeps for herself for programming, like going to schools or going to daycares or going to TC or birthday parties or something. She would come and actually show you the type of animals that she has. And take care of them. Because, and again, a lot of these animals really need special care compared to our animals, so you don't get to buy those exotic animals. Well, you can, but a lot of that times when you do buy exotic, might be something totally different that you don't know about what exotic means or what contains as exotic animals. Well, is different than each other. So exotic, you can buy exotic animals, but it depends on what kind, and if you buy one, you have to read about that animal, and how to take care of them, and then you have to take them to a special vet. It's not like you can bring it to a dog or cat vet. It's different. It's totally different than any other kinds out there because they need special care compared to yourself. Because a lot of times, and if you bring an animal to a vet and they don't know what the heck you're talking about, they'll ask you to talk to somebody that knows more about exotics, animals, which is always the truth on doing that, because exotics are usually the highest chance to really tell that, oh, this is what you can do with the exotic. Well, you have to take care of them. They're like your child. But it's different compared to that symbol. So it's kind of different compared from this to this or that to that. Learning how to take care of plants, of exotic animals are different than humans. Like if you had a baby, you had to take care of them, change them, do this, do that. Well, doing an exotic animal isn't the same. It isn't the same. Doing exotic animals are totally different. So really, if you have any questions about exotic animals, I can private message me over Facebook and I can tell you more or give you information to a person who directs you to give you more information, or you can learn about more. Type in on Google what is exotic animals, and it'll pop up and it'll say, oh, this is what exotic animals are. Do this or do that. A lot of that would help a ton for you to learn the rights of exotic animals. So really, if you have any questions off of that or anything, hey Google, stop. Or doing any of that, of learning. So it is now the highest point of what we're going to talk about throughout the year, this year, is to really force something that we could do as possible as much as you want, pretty much. So really, if you have any questions about exotics or learning about exotics or want to learn more about them, you can just put them in the comments below for the comments, and I can answer them when I get free time to talk about that. And exotics are very, 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 very different than others, and is very tough. Sorry about this. So really doing that is just so different than participating so exotics are different than natives. Natives are mostly Wisconsin. Exotics are usually Africa, those areas. Those are usually exotics. We have native animals, which are very common for our area. We never have exotic in Wisconsin. Only if you have a special environment for exotics. And then you could have it. But when you buy it, you have to go to the police station or an area and get it certified if they allow that animal in that area to let you have in your home. That's the only way you can have an exotic animal, is by doing it like that. Because if you don't, and you decide, oh, I'm going to put this in here, I'm not going to say anything about it, I'm going to take this bird, I'm going to keep it in my house forever until it dies. They will find out that you have a bird, and when you go to a vet, the vet will tell you you're not certified to have that animal at your house. And then they would take that and send it to Jamie, which she is very taking care of that person. So it's very different. So, really, if you want an exotic animal, message me or for information, or type in exotic animals. What are exotic animals? You can type in. And I will be glad to answer anything you have to relate to those, or any kinds of that would be perfectly fine. But you have to get certified. And if you have any questions about exotics, you can put in the web, type in Kingdom Animal Exotic Animal Rescue. And it should pop up her website, but she has a Facebook and she has a normal website. So if you have any questions about exotics, let me know, or look up that website, or typing that in the Google spot. Hey Google, what is Kingdom Animal Exotic Animal Rescue?
On the website tojdailynews.com, they say, a valuable resource for exotic animal care is making its way to Oconto County. Founded in 2006 by Jamie Kozlowski, Kingdom Animalia Exotic Animal Rescue, which is moving from their building in Dapur, is in the process of making a new home in Surrey.
That was old, but that was her. Type in her name if you don't know. But she does all of that. Hey Google, what is exotic versus native?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, what is exotic versus native animals?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, what is different between a exotic and a native animal?
Here's a summary from the website articles.extension.org. Exotic and non-native basically mean the same thing. An organism is considered non-native or exotic if it is found in an ecosystem where it did not evolve. These harmful exotic or non-native species are called invasive.
Hey Google, tell me more.
Here are some more things to try. You can say, when's the next basketball game? Or, play a lullaby. You can also see more examples in the Google Home app.
Hey Google, tell me more about exotic animals.
According to Wikipedia, an exotic animal veterinarian is a veterinarian who has a special interest in the medical treatment of exotic animals.
Hey Google, what's different between a native animal and an exotic animal?
Here's a summary from the website researchgate.net. Most non-native or indigenous species are harmless. They are called exotic species. The main difference between exotic and invasive species is that exotic species is harmless to the ecosystem, whereas invasive species is harmful to the ecosystem.
Hey Google, tell me more about that.
Tell you more about what?
Exotic animals.
Animals frequently mentioned on the web include exotic shorthair, kinkajou, reptile, and others.
Hey Google, tell me all animals that are exotic.
I found 4 on Wikipedia. Mammals, ferrets, fennec foxes, hamsters, hedgehogs, gerbils, guinea pigs, rabbits, rats, chinchillas, sugar gliders, skunks, domestic pigs, reptiles, snakes, lizards, turtles and tortoises, birds, parrots, cockatoos, cockatiels, macaws, and finally amphibians, frogs and toads, salamanders, newts.
So there you go. That's a little bit about exotic animal, the type of animals that are out there for that reason. Because a lot of animals are different than others. You know? They're different. And then what's cooler? I know, right? So, the next video we will be talking about more about native versus exotic. Because exotic are different than the other. So we will be talking about more throughout that time, throughout the weeks, and so we are talking about native and unnative videos on learning, on just growing what we got in mind for life. So we are talking about native and exotic together, mixed in together. We are talking about them. So, native is much different than the other because a lot of times where you decide on doing that animal, but if you want to get that animal, you have to get it certified through your town. Like if I wanted to get a bird, or 2 birds, or 3 birds, or something, buying those birds would really be going through the government. And native versus exotic, native is mostly Wisconsin area, like us. Would be our location. Exotic would be like Africa, that kind of location. Those are usually where we have those out of our area because they're exotic and they have warmer spots to go in. Here, if you brought an exotic animal here, it wouldn't live in winter. It would die immediately because it has special connections through the animals where some animals might not like it, but some animals might like it, which is different compared to hey Google, what's Kingdom Animala exotic animal rescue.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Hey Google, what is the Kingdom Animala Exotic Animal Rescue?
On the website todaylynews.com, they say, a valuable resource for exotic animal care is making its way to Oconto County. Founded in 2006 by Jamie Kozlowski, Kingdom Animalia Exotic Animal Rescue, which is moving from their building in Dapur, is in the process of making a new home in Surrey.
Which she's actually thinking of. She's been insuring for years with that animals, so she's actually thinking of taking her animals and bringing it back to Green Bay, which she's thinking of this upcoming year. Which this is her site right there. Right there is her page on Facebook. It is a very, very, very different kind of place where people never would know that there's actually a place where they protect and keep animals in a safe environment throughout that times, which is fantastic. So I got a text from Jamie this morning saying that I'm gonna be going to help her with the animals and their exhibits when she moves in to town. I will be doing their food, growing their food, and their live plants for the town for the exhibit. Which if Jamie does come in town, when she does, I will confirm you guys. Come visit. Come check out the animals. Just come see what it's like to work with animals or learn about animals. Exotics. Exotics are different than native, and if you've never been to Africa or anywhere out of state where there's animals that are warm places, this is the place to come check it out. If your kid's always like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go there to see all the different kind of animals, come to this place right here. We have animals that you would like to see. You would. It's just like going there, but not in the one place. It will be one, but there'll be waterfalls, there'll be live plants, there's gonna be so much exciting stuff coming in the future. So I'm hoping to continue enjoying that as much as possible. So it's going to be pretty fun. Yes, it will. Native and exotic. Native and exotic. Native and exotic animals are different between each other. See, this is the form I'm making right here. Native and exotic. Native and exotic. We are talking about that today. We're going to talk about that compared to different areas. Okay? So there's tortoises. Hold on, let's put this on my clipboard. So we got tortoises, turtles,